All right, let's call to order. Sir, could you give us a roll call?
Absolutely. Just get close to a microphone. Board Member Hinchelhold.
Here.
Board Member Davenport.
Here.
Board Member Hazelhood.
Here.
Board Member Hotchkiss. Board Member Vrooman. Board Member Dorner. Board Member Heberwine. Board Member Joyner. And Board Member Burnham.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Right here next to Christmas. Okay, so I guess we didn't have a meeting in July to do an annual election of officers. So we'll have to do that first, sirs, if you give us a little bit more patience on that. So we have to do a election of officers. Is it you call for nominations?
Yep, I can do that. I would like to ask a motion to elect the chairman of the board, Wetlands Board.
Elect Chairman Hinchelwood, or re-elect Chairman Hinchelwood.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Let's do a vote, vocal vote. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. 4-0, that's the vote. Congratulations, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
No, it's 6. Yes, sir. Please.
That's all right. Good evening.
Sir, could you state your name, please? I would like to,
I'm not sure where your name is. Right here. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would like to
Trying to-
request a motion to elect the vice chair of the Wetlands Board.
Make a motion to re-elect Vice Chairman Davenport.
I second that.
Those in favor say aye.
Hey,
Aye. Aye.
Those against say no. Nay, pardon. We have a result of 5-0. Congratulations, Mr. Vice Chairman.
right. Next part of the agenda, approval of the minutes from April. Goodness gracious. Anybody have any problems, questions, or concerns about those?
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
Okay.
Approved.
Need a voice vote on that?
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
Do we need a voice vote on that, or are we good?
I am not sure.
Yes, we will need a voice vote on that one.
Thank you. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those not in favor say nay. And the result is 5-0. Approved.
All right. The public hearing, VMRC 24-1833, submitted by Julian Hernandez, Crofton Construction Services, on behalf of VP Properties LLC, to replace a 350-foot portion of existing 495-foot timber bulkhead. This project does not qualify for the general permit. Property is located at 1500 Steeple Drive along Chuckatuck Creek. Further identified as zoning map 5B45 Zone M1 Light Industrial Zoning District.
Mr. Chairman, I have a small presentation for you all. It's at your discretion if you want me to present first or if you want the applicant to speak first. It's totally up to you and the board members.
Go ahead and have your presentation and
Sounds good.
go through that.
Please go to the podium. There we go. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and board members. Joint permit application VMRC 241833 submitted by Julian Hernandez from Crofton Construction Services Incorporated, agent and applicant on behalf of VP Properties LLC, CEO Brent Mudd. Property owner for a permit to replace a 350 feet portion of an existing 495 feet timber bulkhead. This project does not qualify for a general permit. There is one property that is subject to this request and is located at 1500 Steeple Drive along the Choctaw Creek, further identified as zoning map 5B 45, Zone M1, Light Industrial Zoning District. In the slides, we can see the location and so down here we have the bulkhead, the extent of the bulkhead, where the improvements will take place. VMRC's 241833 is to replace a 350 feet portion of the existing 495 feet timber bulkhead located within the private marina. The project will be located along Choctaw Creek. The proposed bulkhead replacement will comprise 68 8-inch diameter pine wood piles extending 11 feet below mean high water and 10 feet below mean low water. Piles will be installed via vibratory hammer at 5 feet intervals along timber sheets. The encroachment volume of the new bulkhead and structure will include 9,380 square feet or 0.22 acres below mean low water and 10,318 square feet or 0.24 acres below mean high water. The new bulkhead will permanently impact 78 square feet of vegetated tidal wetlands. These impacts are divided into 27 square feet on the southwest of the property and 51 square feet on the northeast of the property. You can see that on the slides, in this case in yellowish orange color. The existing bulkhead along the Choctaw Creek has deteriorated and boat voids and sinkholes are present on the side of the structure. The primary purpose of this project is to protect the property from erosion and seaward collapse due to the failing bulkhead, and the secondary purpose of this application is to ensure that there is a continued access to an existing pier located to the northwest. The applicant considered various factors, constructability, sea level rise, climate change, etc., related to the implementation of a living shoreline to stabilize the property. However, due to the existing conditions of the property and its immediate surroundings, heavily developed and consisting primarily of concrete and various structures immediately adjacent to the shoreline and an existing pier of less than 10 feet from the bulkhead, the creation of a living shoreline was not deemed feasible. The applicant proposes to mitigate by the purchase of tidal wetland mitigation credits from an approved mitigation bank serving his HUC code, Chesapeake Land Development Tidal Mitigation Bank, Libertyville Tidal Mitigation Bank. The applicant also provided a timeline of work. I would highlight the fact that the construction is expected to be finished by November 17, 2025, with a start on July 21st. That's the predicted dates that the applicant provided. It is staff opinion that the portions of the bulkhead replacement, which has direct access to the Choctaw Creek, are appropriate given the current site conditions, its existing bulkhead and damages, and its current land use context. Impacts on vegetated wetlands exist, 78 square feet, and the applicant is proposing to mitigate that impact by purchasing wetlands credit. Given this information, staff recommends the approval of this proposal. And I end my presentation here. I'll stand for questions.
questions on this city? Sir, would you like to add anything to it? I guess in public forum, anybody would like to speak for the project? Speak against the project? All right, well, then we'll close the public hearing and,
I was going to ask a
oh,
question.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, that's all right. So the elevation's going to remain the same as the existing bulkhead? I'm just wondering.
I would ask the applicant.
To answer your question, yes, they will. It will remain exactly the same. We're placing it right in front of it, of the existing bulkhead. So the grade, nothing will change, basically.
Probably because the integration of the existing apron.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
How many people did a site visit? Anybody? Did you go on site,
I didn't do a formal site visit, but.
Mr. Archer?
I believe it was just you, Mr. Chairman, that visited.
I look at it every time
On
I
a
drive
cold day in
over.
a T-shirt too, yeah. That was fun. All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We'll close the public hearing. Any discussion by the board?
None here.
Any motions?
Make a motion to approve the project as presented.
Second.
I will call for a vote. I will start by calling Mr. Chairman Jeffrey Hinshelwood. How do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Darius Davenport, Vice Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Sidney Hazelwood.
Yes.
Mr. Carter Hotchkiss.
Yes.
Captain Stephen Burnham.
Yes.
We have a vote of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in favor. Any votes against? No. So the pardon. Just pull my notes. The VMRC 2024-1833 on 1,500 Steeple Drive is approved.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck. All right, let's see. Restoration hearings, none. Permit extensions, none. Old business. Weren't we supposed to get some updates on that development out there at,
Cedar Point.
the Cedar Point folks that came in?
The living shoreline.
I'm trying to remember how long ago. It wasn't April, was it?
Yes, sir. That was
Was it?
April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had kind of asked, and obviously it was a different city staff at that point, but we wanted some updates on that development to make sure that they were following the timelines and that they were only disturbing what they were supposed to be disturbing at that point.
Okay. I will make
We
sure.
usually try to keep a close eye on developments.
Correct. I will reactivate that
Yeah, maybe
research.
take a couple pictures and just
Yeah.
let us know as
Yep. And I can bring some of that information in our next board meeting.
Super.
I will be happy to do that. Absolutely.
All right, new business. Anybody got anything new? Okay, are we full of board members? No?
I believe we have 7 as of now. We were just discussing that prior to the meeting. There might be some new appointments to be made. I believe I also got an email from one of our staff. We need to check with the clerk as well. But I do believe that we have some new
Yeah, because we had
appointments. to be
2
made.
last spring. We had Mr. Kittrell, Everwine, and Kathy Dorner,
Correct.
I believe, filled the other 2 positions. So, okay. All right, we got a motion to adjourn? I can't make motions.
So move.
I'll second.
Meeting adjourned.
End of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.